Video. We got a lot brewing up today, what we're going to be talking about. I got this nice little new mic set up, so hopefully it sounds clear for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if it sounds good or not, what I can do to adjust it. We're just trying to make the content better for you guys, so just let me know. But first things first, I hope you're having a great day. I hope everything's going well. We're here to offer advice. We're here to help men and women grow in any way, physically, mentally, emotionally. That's what this channel's for. So we're going to get into it. So why women are not going to feel sorry for you. There's a lot of reasons why this kind of comes up. A lot of reasons why this is like a big thing on YouTube. Why this is what gets the views. When you're talking about women, why we're trying to understand the psyche behind why things are the way they are. When we're really looking at it, it's women aren't going to forgive a man that doesn't hold himself accountable, a man that doesn't have self-respect, a man that's super overweight, that's not trying to do something for himself, make money, a man that doesn't have a good sense of purpose. A woman isn't going to feel sorry for you when you're not doing those things. Nowadays, with OnlyFans, with everything out here, what is it going to matter when all these other options are around, when social media is the main route women are able to see the men they really want? So how is a woman not going to want to choose another man? How is she not going to want to see a better option? So she's not going to feel sorry for you if you're just not being the best version of yourself. If you're being your mediocre version, a person that's not trying to have a purpose, she's not going to feel sorry for you. She'll easily leave you and find another guy. It's just the reality we live in. If you're not trying to improve yourself financially, physically, mentally, and every aspect, she will leave you. It's just the reality. And I talked in another video saying how men are always talking about, hey, I got a girlfriend, I don't gotta worry about my physique, I don't gotta worry about how I look, it doesn't matter, I got a girlfriend already. And that's the problem. We get in that mentality that, oh, I already have what I've accomplished, I got what I wanted, so now I'm just gonna stop caring about myself, I'm gonna stop doing what's the best for myself. When in reality, that's just not how it is in the world we live in. I don't know how that was in the 20s. Maybe that was different back then. You got married, that's how it was. There was more faithfulness, more loyalty, but that's not what we live in the 21st century. It's just not the truth. Women nowadays are not gonna feel sorry. They're not gonna feel like they need to wait for you to catch up. In reality, it's just not gonna be that way. Women they're going to be looking at the older men. They're going to be looking at the men that are more successful, the men that are more physically in shape. They have the options, and it's easier more than ever for them. So if you're not trying to find a way to better yourself, then you're just going to be dealing with no attraction, no abundance. You're going to be struggling out here. So you need to understand the idea that I need to develop my character. I need to develop my physicality. I need to develop a new understanding of what the new world has to offer, what the new world is really about. If I'm stuck in this whole trance of like, nah, I should just be able to like walk around and women should be able to come up to me, I shouldn't have to try, I shouldn't have to approach women, then you're never going to succeed. You're thinking low-minded, you're thinking at a low vibrant activity. You're not going to be doing what you want to do. If you're thinking more in the sense that, hey, I'm already at a disadvantage as a man, I'm not in my prime, I'm really not in my prime until I'll probably hit near your 30s. But if you start thinking like, hey, I'm not in my prime, but I can start doing these little things to try to get there quicker, or by the time it's that age, I'm already setting myself ahead of 99% of men. So you need to be looking at these aspects of yourself. Why does it matter to develop these things within me? It's not necessarily because of the women. It's not about, oh, I'm doing this for women. If you think with that mindset, then you're not really gonna be the person who you are seeking to be. You're gonna have this false reality of, oh, I'm only doing for the women, then you're never gonna really truly be that person. You're always gonna be kind of putting a facade on, but not really living that life and acting a certain way that shows that masculinity and self-respect. So what do? I start from the bottom. I start with, hey, I'm really going to try to change myself. I'm not going to just put on a facade. I'm not going to just act a certain way just to get attraction from women. Sure, it can work in the beginning. It can kind of, fake it till you make it, whatever. But in reality, if you're trying to be successful and be ahead of other men, you want to actually change the problem that you're having. You want to change. You really want to do something about it, because there's just something about staying the same that doesn't fascinate women. If you're not looking to have goals and have a purpose, women are not going to feel sorry. They're not going to feel sorry for you. They're going to find a man that has that. And as I said, more than ever, it's worse out here. The market is actually cooked. It's actually cooked. So if you're not really trying to do what's the best thing for yourself and for your future, then you're not going to win. You're not going to win. So why put yourself at a disadvantage with knowing the circumstances that men are in? Why stay at these circumstances and not try to be a better version? Why not try to, it doesn't have to be everything at once, but you want to be well-rounded. Why not try to, just one thing, hey, I'm going to start walking on the treadmill 30 minutes a day. Hey, I'm going to start getting rid of those sauces and those extra drinks I shouldn't be drinking on the weekends or something like that. What can I do to, like, little by little eat away at that old personality? What can I do to really see a better version of myself? What can I do mentally first that's going to have effects physically? And when those effects change physically, I'm going to change myself completely, and I'm going to have more abundance. I'm going to be able to talk to women. So it's just a matter of really understanding that you're at a disadvantage already as a man. So why not put yourself at an advantage? Why not really say, hey, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to really try to better myself, because she won't feel sorry for me. She won't feel sorry for me. She don't have a reason to feel sorry for me. I think it's very rare that you're going to find women out here that are going to understand you, or really going to see, what you're going through, or really care about your emotions. It's very rare nowadays. So if you do develop that relationship with a woman, that's great, but you don't want to completely just compromise it by just giving up on yourself. You're always going to want to have a purpose as a man. You always want to have an understanding of the world. So the reality is, what I want to get from this video is, women aren't really going to feel bad in any way. They have no reason to, because there's so many options. There's so many opportunities now for women that, they're going to try to look for the next best thing. So if you're not trying to chase the next best thing, they're going to just replace you. I'm not saying all women are like that. Take that with a grain of salt. They're not all like that, but in my opinion, majority are like this. It's just the reality that women are not going to feel sorry. They're just not going to. If they see you're a bum, they're just not going to feel sorry. I mean, look at it like this. Like, I swear, most men, a girl works at McDonald's, she's attractive, they're going to date her probably just because she's attractive. They're looking at her beauty, and that's measured as her value for the most part. And it looks the other way around. Some guy working at McDonald's, she ain't gonna get with him. The only way that happens is, like, she herself is, I don't know. I just don't ever see that happening, bro. I really don't. It's just never that way. A woman's always going to be trying to date up, while men are always going to try to date down, just because, men are just a little bit more in that sense of, we value, the beauty aspect, and peaceful women that are feminine. More women, they're going to desire security. They're going to desire all these other aspects of men, which we don't compare in. So you got to realize that you got to stop thinking and, like, oh, this is what I like as a man, so I think the women are going to just like the same thing. That's just not true. When you actually learn about female nature and how women actually think, and actually how they move in life, when you actually get into the game, when you actually start seeing and talking to women, you're going to realize they're not like men. They're not like men, and you really just got to start thinking differently. Start thinking like a woman. Like, I got to understand their mindset, so then I can start moving in that way to attract them. Because if I don't start doing that, I'm going to stay the same. I'm going to start doing the same thing. I'm not going to have abundance. I'm not going to have women in my, in my roster. I'm not trying to say, like, I'm not that type of guy, but I'm just trying to say I got a girlfriend. I'm happy. I'm just saying that it's okay to have abundance. Like, if you want to be able to have a roster, that's okay. It's not for every man, I'm just saying, but to just be able to attract women is the biggest thing. If you can't attract women, then you're going to be in scarcity. and that's like the biggest threat. So, you know, that's just how it is, and they're just not gonna feel sorry. Women are not gonna feel sorry for you, and you know, we're gonna keep making videos about this kind of stuff. I'm gonna keep making gym videos. Just let me know what you guys wanna hear about. I can just talk about it, my experiences, just like stuff I know about. If you guys want workout videos, just let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Seb, out.